Hey, folks, it's a few minutes after 3, and I wanted to just touch base with you before I left the office today. There were some things I had hoped to have time to say today and didn't, so apologize for this video the way it is. Just a couple of remarks about tomorrow and Tuesday, the election, and the days shortly thereafter. So 2 or 3 things that I think it would be good for us as believers to think about. Number one, make sure you vote. It's a privilege that actually we're given that a lot of countries do not have, and I won't go into all that detail. I want this to be short, but I hope that you'll do that. Number two, I encourage you to pray. That's how things are supposed to work. We're to serve the Lord. We're to trust Him. We're to pray and seek His goodwill. So do that. Pray that righteousness and blessing will rest upon God's people, that we can live peaceable and quiet lives, and that righteousness will go forth. Secondly, pray that God's goodwill will be done. We don't know what God's larger plan is, and we have an idea based on our weak human understanding of what should be done, but we really don't know. So pray that God's will be done. Along that line, the next thing after vote and pray is remember that our King isn't enthroned in this earth except in the hearts of His people. He does not at this point have an earthly kingdom except through His church. And we are His people. We put meat and bones on His kingdom. We make it real. He doesn't rule over us from some exalted office someplace. He rules in love from our hearts. He directs our steps. He causes us to seek Him, walk with Him, depend upon Him. And so our kingdom is, as His kingdom, is not of this world. We're in this world, but we're not of it. So let me encourage you to remember that this King that we have is greater than the king of this world. And along that line, the final thing, when you get up Wednesday morning, regardless of the result, go about your day serving Him to the best of your ability. The way the election turns out may make that easier for you to do. It may make it harder for you to do, but it never has prohibited you from serving the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Down through the ages of history of believers, from the Old Testament and especially into the New Testament when we read about the martyrs. It can make things difficult, but it cannot make them impossible. I intend to get up on Wednesday morning and do what I would normally do. Seek God in His Word, seek Him in prayer, get about my day doing the things that I need to do. As I mentioned earlier, unfortunately, I'm going to the dentist Wednesday morning. So I hope you have a much better plan. But you can do it, and you can do it in the Lord, and regardless of how the election turns out, that can't be stopped. Keep serving Him regardless. All right, blessings. I'm going to put this up. Again, sorry to have to take up more of your time. God bless.